The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. This year for real estate for your family, is it a year to stay in the house you are in, or is it a year to sell and buy something different? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit YouHavePower.com and take back control of your financial life. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. It's a new year, same commitment to you. If you own real estate and you're thinking about selling this year, the first thing that you need to know is what your house is worth. I do not trust the search engines to give you an accurate valuation of your home. I do trust our team here at You Have Real Estate who will come to your house. All you have to do is call the phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400, and we will come to your house and tell you this is what we think your house is worth, so you can make good decisions about whether it's time to buy, sell, upsize, downsize. But also this year, a lot of you have gotten into interest rates that are pretty high. You remember back in the days when they were even 2.5%, 3%, everything was great interest rate wise, but over the last couple of years they've gone up significantly. Well, the good news is they have come down a little bit as well. We will challenge your mortgage interest rate. All you have to do is call the same phone number, tell us what your rate is, and we'll tell you if we think you can get that rate lowered. 407-205-0400. No cost whatsoever to you. Now, the opening statement. 2026, is that right already? 2026 is upon us. Almost hard to believe. Now you own a house, you own a primary residence, and you're thinking to yourself, is this the year that I stay, or is this the year that I sell? Wonderful question, a question that we're going to answer by asking real questions. Kick it off today. Two of the most beautiful in real estate, let's be honest. Vivian Lehman's here, Holly Kroll is here. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi.
I'm serious. I mean, your husband's here, and I know your husband, so I can say that. But it's a question that families do have to answer. They're like, I've been in the house for a while. I kind of would like a change. Maybe I want something bigger. Maybe I want something smaller. Do you think this is the year to stay or to sell? Holly Kroll.
Well, of course, that depends on your situation. But yeah, I mean, if you have the situation where you have to go, then make that decision. The rates, like you said, are just coming down. You've got equity in your house. I think the market has stabilized, so I'm not seeing big dips in values. So I really think it is a good time to look around and buy again.
What do you think, Viv?
I agree, especially since you had sellers that were not willing to put their home on the market because they said, what am I going to find? But now there's more inventory. The rates are better. So it's equalized. I think it's maybe a little bit more on the buyer's side, but that's to your benefit. So yeah, go out there, find something.
Yeah. What are the thoughts that go into that when I'm trying to decide for my family if I want to sell and go buy something else? Maybe I have a young family and I need a bigger home, or maybe the kids are gone now off to college or even married themselves and I'm getting a smaller home. What are some of the things that have to come into my decision-making process?
I think you have to look at whether your kids are small or not. Look at the school districts, look at the community. What's going to fit your lifestyle? You might want to live downtown, because that's the lifestyle you want to do. But basically, I think it's what stage in life are you at? What are the things that are important to you? And then hone in on that neighborhood. Yeah. That's key.
What do you think, Holly, goes into that decision, whether I want to sell my house and buy something else or just stay put?
Well, I mean, definitely. You want to look at what your activities are and how far you want to be from your office. Maybe you work from home and you rather want to be near hiking trails. You have to really consider your lifestyle and what works best for you.
What percentage of people that you talk to that are thinking about selling their house would you say actually have equity now? Is it almost everyone? Is that gap closing?
I mean, it does depend, but it's still overall, I'm still seeing equity.
Equity? Viv?
I'm still seeing equity. If you got an FHA loan where you had a small percentage that you had to come in with a down payment, maybe that's where you're not going to have that much equity. And so you have to look at the situation. Are you better off getting a refi on your FHA loan to get rid of the PMI? I know I'm throwing a lot of little letters out there, but it's all things you need to look at.
Yeah. When I go to sell my house, and Holly, this is for you. So let's say I owe 200 grand on the mortgage and I'm going to sell my house for 500 grand. So in my head, I'm like, wow, I'm walking away with 300 G's. It's going to be less than that though. How much should I allocate, you think, when I go to sell my house for those closing costs?
You want to...
Is there a certain percentage I'm looking for?
I mean, you could, 1 to 3%, but you can also ask, a lot of times those sellers are going to cover. You can make a deal and they can cover those closing costs. Even though you have a lot of equity, you might want to use that equity to do improvements for the new house. So again, it's not a cut and dry answer because it's really like, okay, now that you see the house, you're like, what are we going to do? Maybe we want to hold back on some of that cash because we don't have to put 20% down anymore. Right. We can use that. We can, have the seller contribute. So there's lots of things you can do.
So on a regular, let's say, $400,000, $500,000 home that I'm buying for my family, what is a normal down payment that I'm going to have to put down? And I don't want to put a ton of money into it. I don't want to put a huge down payment. What is kind of normal?
You have some conventional loans right now that you can even do 3% down. Again, you're going to get hit with PMI because you're not putting 20% down, but you can certainly go down that road, or FHA, which is 3.5% down.
PMI, huh? PMI. Let's talk about that. PMI, does that really protect you? Or are you actually paying money out of your pocket to protect someone else? As You Have Real Estate continues. If you own property in the Villages and you want to rent the property, or you have family who's looking to rent property in the Villages, trying to figure out where they want to buy, there's a great website designed just for you. It's villagershomesforrent.com. The person behind all this madness, Judy, is here. Judy, you're changing the game on how rentals are done in the Villages.
Right. So we are purely an owner-managed website, meaning that the owners are handling the affairs themselves. The renters are talking directly to a homeowner who is an expert with their property. The owners are paying me a small fee to advertise on the platform, and we're attracting the renters to the site for them. So it's a good synergy of owner-renter communication.
The Villages is really on fire and a wonderful place to live. For someone who hasn't been there, how would you describe the Villages?
It's promoted heavily as a lifestyles place, and I can't make it better than that, right? So if you're golfers or if you're into sports and clubs and entertainment and music, it's the place to be.
And the website is the place to go. Again, if you own real estate in the Villages, you want to rent it out, it's not going to cost you very much money at all. Or maybe you have family who wants to move to Florida or spend some seasons down here. Villagershomesforrent.com. Judy, thank you so much. Come back and see you soon, please.
We will.
All right.
Thank you.
So Ryan, not only did you literally change, our yard. I'm spending so much time outside. He is too. I mean, he can't even get off the putting green ever.
I've already gotten yelled at.
Well, you know what? It could be worse places.
That's the other problem, though, Ryan, is I got yelled at for having a bad backyard until you came, and now I'm getting yelled at.
And now we can't get him inside.
Because I just want to have a golf club.
Well, we actually have this amazing way for me to come get to you and find you out on the putting green. So pavers, talk to me about the pavers, because when we originally met, I was like, Ryan, I want some cement, I want some whatever it is. I really want that in there to just kind of like change it up so it's not just turf.
Yep. Yeah, so the travertine in this case with turf strips is a very good option for something like that. It's a very elegant look as well. Yeah. We can do pavers or travertine in this scenario like this, to where you have the strips. And it just creates a nice little pathway.
It really just elevates the area, and it looks classy, it's rich. And then we talked about my little dead area over there that we're still working on. I'm gonna put some mulch back there, but you did these bricks, why?
So the brick is a nice little landscape border. It also defines a bed at the same time. And it's not something you're gonna have to replace.
No, I love it. Our yard is just, so elevated. And this one's already talking about doing extra projects, so.
I can't help it. I mean, and because it looks so good, you just automatically think, okay, I could do this and that, and I think you should. And again, Ryan, you and I always talk about it. We live in Florida. We're not in Nebraska. We're not in Boston. We spend a lot of time outside. The outdoor areas are so important to the resale value of the house, but maybe more importantly for us, like the enjoyment of our home.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about enjoyment more than anything. That outdoor living space is huge.
I agree.
Well, we love our yard. Stella does too, and it's dog friendly, which is huge, especially for us because I mean we're at her home too, and she's just wandering out. She loves it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I think we're at her home. Yes,
Yeah, we are.
definitely.
Well, Ryan, thank you for literally changing our home, for making it more beautiful. I'm very happy. I feel like you and Justin are going to be golfing literally in more ways than one.
No
pretty
question
soon.
about it.
So.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll
sorry,
happen.
I didn't say that.
Whatever.
That was me opening
Do
a
yourself a
Pepsi,
favor and
not
and call DelaTurf. If you're looking to elevate your space, really, they can walk you through anything. I mean, they can do the pavers, they can do the bricks. Your dog will love it too. Call DelaTurf today.
Welcome back to the show. Every week, Viv goes into your neighborhood to explore the amazing communities that we have in Central Florida. Today, a city right down the street from where we are right now, Viv's in your neighborhood, Altamont.
Hi, we're in Altamont Springs, Florida today, a suburban city in Seminole County that flanks I-4 and is known for its affordable homes, outdoor recreation, and community events. I'm at Cranes Roost Park, where they hold Red Hot and Boom, an annual fireworks spectacular. They also hold several festivals and concerts throughout the year. The locals enjoy shopping at Altamont Mall, and you'll always find the walkway that surrounds this lake being used by families and those wanting a safe and tranquil place to get those steps in. What's really special about this place is having a spectacular view of one of its famous landmarks, the I-4 eyesore. Better said, infamous, because it's never been completed. I'm pretty sure residents have laid bets on completion date. I've lived in Florida for over 21 years, and it had already started construction when I moved here.
The median household income is about $75,000. The median home value in 2024 was $300,000.
The area is attractive to residents for its affordability, its closeness to downtown, and the school districts. It's also home to Lake Lotus Nature Park, a 150-acre nature preserve that protects the area's ecosystem. If you would like more information on Altamont Springs, call me, Vivian Lehman, at 407-205-0400.
Thank you, Viv, and Viv joins me now as well. Altamont is a great city. I called it Altamonte for the first couple years of living here, I think, like everybody else. But a good city in Seminole County.
I love Altamont. Yeah. It's very busy. It's congested.
It really is.
You know, you don't have a lot of, I mean, yes, there's homes for sale, but if you wanted to build in Altamont,
I can't figure out why that mall in Altamont still has stores, because it seems like every other mall that I see has no stores, but it still has stores there, right?
It still has stores.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Ever changing.
Congrats to that. And Holly, you actually have a listing right down the street from the mall in Altamont. Tell me about this one.
So this is definitely one of those situations, like why rent when you can buy, right? This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo at $129,500. So when have you seen something under $200 recently?
I can't tell you the last time.
And in a great area. It's located at 420 Forest Way Circle, and it's in the Lakewood community in Altamont. And it's, you know, like you said, great location in Altamont. It's beautifully maintained, great for both homeowners and investors. The unit views like the green space, so it's really private. There's ceramic tile throughout. The kitchen's updated. There's a spacious living room with a little cozy electric fireplace, which is a rare find in a condo. Tons of storage. There's even additional outdoor storage for all your recreational gear and your bikes and such. The HOA fees on this one cover your water and a valet trash service, so you don't have to take out your trash yourself. Nice. That's nice. And then there's also luxe amenities. There's 2 pools, a fitness center, volleyball court, pickleball courts. Yeah. Car wash station, and really neat, there's a boat and jet ski storage available too. So
I love it, and a very inexpensive price, 407-205-0400. Holly will show it to you this weekend, and I want to get to the PMI in a minute, but I do like Sanford as well. When you talk about Seminole County, Sanford has come such a long way, very cool downtown, and you have this commercial listing I want to talk about quickly for right downtown in Sanford.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's right in downtown Sanford, but what I say, it is the most desirable location in downtown Sanford. It's located on First Street, And it's right in the middle of First Street and Magnolia Square. So if anybody's been to Willow Tree, they know exactly where this is. That Magnolia Square is where they have all the community events that we love to go to while we're down there. It's a 8,000 square foot building, so it's quite large. About 4,000 square feet on the first floor, which is like an expansive open concept layout. It's ideal for mixed use, so retail, restaurant, office space, event space. I love there's original exposed brick walls, because I forgot to mention this building was built in 1887.
Wow.
So there's a lot of
historic as well.
Historic. It's called the DeForest Block Building.
Yeah, that's a beautiful building if you're looking for an investment or you own a business. That's a great spot to really run your business. All right, PMI. What does that mean?
Private mortgage insurance.
Okay.
And it's
what does that mean?
So basically, the lender, since you haven't put a lot of money down, and we're trying to avoid what happened in 2008, I guess, they will charge you an insurance premium for not putting down 20%. And that literally covers the cost of your mortgage for the lender.
So
if you were to default.
So if I default, then that insurance pays the mortgage off in case I default.
For the bank.
So this is like me paying for you and JR's automobile insurance just in case you hit me someday.
I think you should do that.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, PMI, if you can avoid it, but you said it's not that expensive right now?
It's really not that expensive. Okay. So it is definitely worth considering. I mean, you know, again, you might something to discuss with your mortgage person, like Dallas could help you out. And maybe it makes sense to pay mortgage insurance than putting more money down, because maybe you've got that money invested somewhere else that might be making a little bit more.
Not a bad thought either. Holly Kroll, Vivian Lehman, thank you both for joining me. Happy New Year. Look forward to a great year together. A very quick break. You Have Real Estate continues. Welcome to our house. I mean, you spend more time here than I do, but it is hurricane season. You know our windows are terrible. Yeah. When hurricanes roll through, we actually go to your parents' house because we feel safer there, because you don't feel the wind vibration. Go feel the windows right now. Hit the windows like that.
Okay.
This is not a window.
No, and
it should
I mean,
ever
there's
be relied
condensation
upon
from just our sprinkler.
But during a storm like that,
Water's
you wonder why you
coming
feel the
through.
vibrations. Even when a summer storm rolls through, we feel the vibrations here. That's why Dan Brigman is here today, Renewal by Anderson. Dan, as a man, I want to feel like I have a safe, protected place for my family. And I don't here. I'm not ready for hurricane season because of the windows that we have. What can I do as a family guy to make sure my family's safe during the storm season?
Well, first thing you have to do is you got to do what, you've got to inspect your windows. You've got to know and learn about what you have. And you know, Justin, what you have is not a hurricane window. That's not going to stop anything from coming in this house. If a shingle or a terracotta tile were to blow off in your next door neighbor's house in a windstorm and hit that, and you're sitting at this table, it is not a good day. All right, it is coming through. So what we have to do is we have to get coastal windows in this house, and we have to get them in as soon as we can.
I totally agree. The financing that you have too is fantastic. You make it super easy for me to afford windows in my house.
Yes, we do. Look, we know that no home improvement project is cheap, right? I mean, most of us just don't carry, you know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 around in our pocket, right? And so what you have to do is you have to make it affordable for our homeowners. And that's just what we do through our easy pay plans. We have multiple different ways that we do business. We have 12 months, no interest, 18 months, 24 months. We even have 180-month low interest plans. Some of them as low as 5.9. You can't even buy a house.
You can't. Not even close. Do you feel? Thank you, Dan, for coming. By the way, do you feel better?
I do.
Are you going to stop yelling at me?
I mean, Dan's here, so Dan's going to save the day. RBA is always going to save the day.
Renewal by Anderson, QR code on the screen right now. Get your family prepared for hurricane season and storm season. Even if the hurricane doesn't come through, the storm season gets scary here in Florida as well. Do it today. '26 is here, and it's the question of the day is stay or sell. Elisha Lopez, let me see what you think about that. So I own a house. It's my homestead property. My kids live there. I'm getting bored with it. Is 2026 the year to stay or sell?
I say sell.
Really?
Of course.
What goes into that decision-making process, though? Me as a family, me as the father, what am I thinking about when I'm making that decision?
Well, as dad, bottom line, it's always going to be, when it comes to dad, usually about the money.
Right.
And mom, obviously finances, but more of the emotional piece. And, you know, sometimes mom doesn't want to because the kids are born in that home and, you know, they raise the kids. But one thing we know for sure is from history, from past years, that the market doesn't stay how it is forever. And there are a lot of homeowners out there that they have equity. Yes, they have super low rates, but I mean, if they could sell and they're gonna be able to cash out on that equity and then use that to go and do whatever it is, you know, their plans that they've hoped and wished to do, that usually it's that fear, like, oh, should we? And when you get to sit down with a experienced listing agent, that can really help the property owners just like lay it out all on the table and help them figure out like what's going to be best for them without pressure. Right. That's really going to help. And a lot of times they just needed someone to talk to get it out, to hear it, to say, you know what, we should do this. Yeah,
I think sometimes you can become paralyzed by indecision when making a decision can be the best financial decision that you could ever make. I'd love for you to talk to Elisha. She's a great shoulder to lean on when it comes time to making your decisions about real estate, which, let's be honest, is the most valuable asset that we have as a family. A QR code on the screen for Elisha Lopez right now. She'll show you what's on the market right now. She'll show you things that as they come on the market in real time and help you decide if maybe this year is the year to sell. Because when you sell, you've got to make a decision too. You know, am I going to rent something else? Probably not. You're probably going to buy something. And are you going to upsize or are you going to downsize? And that can be a difficult decision sometimes based on, again, maybe the kids are moving off to college, or maybe you have a 3-year-old who's growing up. I mean, that all plays into that decision.
It does, and like, it seems the obvious that, okay, kids off to college, we should downsize, but everybody's situation is going to be different. There's going to be some families that kids are off to college and then they end up upsizing even more because they're like, you know what, we're going to stay here, we're not going anywhere, we have 3 kids, they're going to end up getting married and we're going to have grandchildren, you know, we want everybody here. Sure. So you just never know. But again, it's that whole, like, let's have that conversation, because, you know, you talk about stuff and most of the time you just need to hear yourself out loud without it being inside your head.
I think that's a really valid point. Things that have been gnawing at you for a long time that you don't know how to make a decision about. When you talk to someone else about it, this decision is obvious at times. Yeah,
and a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but there are agents out there that no matter what, you should sell.
Of course.
And then it's like that pressure, and that's just kind of like steers a owner from even calling. And that's the whole thing with experience, and everything's energy, everything's a feeling, and a seller's going to know when you call and you talk to a agent on the phone first that, okay, I feel like that feeling, don't ignore it. Actually, you know, listen to it, because you can tell when somebody genuinely wants to help or wants to just pressure you.
Yeah, and you obviously do that. You've been great for so many of your clients over the last, is it 25 years?
25.
25 years, because I think in real estate, timing and pricing can be 2 of the most important components of those decisions.
Absolutely, and the pricing part, because the timing, because if you don't time it right, you're not gonna make as much money.
Yeah, exactly. The prices in Marion County now, how much less than in Orlando?
It's still in the 45-ish% less. So the whole apples to apples, you really are getting a home for half of what it would cost you in Orange County.
Yeah, and that's a home for you and your family. Maybe you're renting here. You can actually own a house for almost half price in Ocala as you can here in Orange County, but also for investors, Elisha. Sometimes people start investing in real estate and they can buy, you know, 2 houses or maybe 1 bigger duplex for the same price as just one thing here.
Oh yeah, no, it's been this way, and again, that's what that latest study or poll, whatever, about Ocala still. I mean, I don't think there's been any area in Florida that's had like the longest running as Ocala has had for being best places to live. So,
well, awesome. Keep up the great work. QR code on the screen for Elisha right now. Thank you to my guest, our amazing crew. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.